We're two historians.
Historian and archaeologist.
A historian, an archaeologist, and a chef.
That's me, Chef Guy.
And we're here in search of
A party.
Planner, that's me.
What if you could have lunch with Julius Caesar? Would you have ostrich stew? You know, King Henry VIII, he liked to eat badger tails. I wonder if he liked them spicy or mild. You know, Mary Todd Lincoln, she used to feed her husband oysters, and they still only had 4 kids. There is so much you can learn about history just from finding out what people ate. You know, after the French Revolution, white bread was considered a bigger luxury even than chocolate. Napoleon met his wife Josephine at a party where the guests were asked to bring a loaf of white bread. What if you could have lunch with Napoleon? Would you guys like the same food? And more importantly, would he pick up the check?
Yes, he definitely picked up the check. Napoleon could be very generous.
Oh, white bread. I love white bread.
Josephine's real name was Rose.
But Napoleon thought it should be something fancier.
This is an easy and inexpensive centerpiece for the Napoleon party. As Guy would say, voila.
What about food? We need real food.
Let's call Phil. Hey, Phil, could you give us an idea of what Napoleon would have eaten?
Sure, Melissa. Glad to help. Let's see. Well, Waterloo, that's not a great day. Probably didn't have much of an appetite after that. But the Battle of Marengo, much better day. Major French victory, and it let him declare himself Emperor of France. That's the kind of battle you celebrate with a meal. So the story goes that the chef picked up a sword, there are probably a lot of them sitting around, chased down a chicken, and the resulting slaughter we call
Chicken Marengo. A great dish for a party with a simple and elegant sauce.
Yeah, I like the crawfish. I guess Napoleon didn't like shrimp?
Crawfish, you know, they run very fast, you know, they're pretty hard to catch. But you can use shrimp at home if you want to.
Well, it looks like a meal fit for an emperor. Or for me.
That's right. Chicken Marengo, à la Chef Guy. Bon appétit.
Your hat, General?
Greatness be nothing unless it be lasting.
and tasty.
Magnifique.
History is fun.
History, it's food.